A lot of these things are reminders for me at the end of the day because it never gets easier, is what I'll say. It never gets easier. Even you'll like David Goggins says, you'll callous your mind, you'll do all these different things, but at the end of the day, the work will not get easy. You just have to show up every day, regardless of how hard it is. And you have to understand that everyone understands and everyone's dealing with the same level of hard. It's just as hard for everybody else, but that's why everybody quits at the end of the day. So when it comes to it for me, when I think of doing the most, me doing the most is because I know the other people won't do the most. And when you do the most, you force yourself into consistency. These people aren't going to succeed because they're not willing to do the level of work that you're willing to do. They're not willing to do the most. So you have to be willing, you have to be someone that's willing to show up more than others. The second piece leads into the next piece. And the reason I say do the most mainly is because you need to learn. If you do the most, you will naturally learn faster than others. If you have more feedback loops, you will naturally learn faster than other people do. So do the most, coming the best. Because when I say be the best version of you. Be the best version of you that you can in that moment. Do everything to the best of your ability. Don't say, "Oh, but I did this good, I did this good." Whenever I'm grading myself specifically, it's not a thing of like, I did this. I'll say I did that good. I did that good. This needs work though. This needs work though. This here needs work. I need to fix this detail. Because that's the fun part of this. That's the fun part of success for me, is understanding there's always something to improve. There's always some way to get better, which also means there's always some upside to success. And for me, true success is being the best. It's not being second, it's not being third, it's not being fourth, it's not being fifth. The second, third, fourth, fifth, and people, the people who are in second, third, fourth, fifth, they're the people who didn't show up. They're the people who didn't do the most. They're the people who are not trying to learn and optimize based on every single call. So for me, let's just take a break for a second and say, when I'm saying do the most, what I'm saying to you is review the most calls, take the most calls, do the most role playing if you need to out of anyone else, do the most training, do the most of everything that you can to be the best version of yourself you can be on every single call. Because I promise you, there's somebody out there that's doing more. And if you're not first, that person's guaranteed doing more than you. And that the fact that you're not first should piss you off. The fact that you're not where you want to be should piss you off as well. And that should fuel you to want to do more. So just in the sense of doing the most and being the best, this means doing the follow up. This means asking for the referrals. This means setting the task, doing your admin and your CRM. This means you doing everything you need to do to make sure you're as successful as possible. And that leads into the next piece, which is, hey, real quick. So if you are in high ticket sales and you are absolutely struggling with discovery, you don't know what to do during objections, or just your pitch is a little bit shaky overall, if you are having issues when it comes to taking money from your prospects, I want to help you. So what I want to show you is basically an entire school community that I have of closers who are there to excel and there to do better. So if you want help from discovery, pitch, objections to just general key skills, follow-up, referrals, anything that you can think of, landing roles when it comes to real sales mastery, there is help for you in this free school community. And then there's also essentially a calendar of coaching calls that you can actually join as well, where we will help you directly to improve your sales. We'll role play, we'll do call reviews, pretty much everything that you would need to be successful in sales. Okay. So if you want to join that, you'll also be able to see some of my live sales calls. Just click the link below and I'll see you there. Bye bye.